All right, hello all you night readers. It's good to have you all here. It's good to see you. It is nice to always have a crowd, right? Always good to have the crowd. All right, let's get in here, and there we are. Ms. Almond, how are you? It has been a very long time. It seems like forever, right? Seems like a long, long time. I'm glad you made it. Glad you're here, Chanel. Jesse Angel, Selena, Christina, Exena. Sounds like I'm just making up rhyming names, doesn't it? It's great. Nav and Yvonne and CM, Shivani. Hello to you all. It's nice to have you all here. Always. So, hey, my ghost is back, by the way, running around my kitchen in my living room while I'm in the studio here, while my wife and dogs are in another room. I'm sure I've told you about the ghost. It just likes to run around. As fast as they can, back and forth, back and forth. It's great. All right, well, let's see what we get for you, Chanel. You'd like to know if I could tell you when you will be moving out of your current place. So I think you've been working on this for a while, right? You've been working on the whole idea of moving, and it's been going on and on and on, right? It's all about cycles, right? The cycles of every month. It's another moon cycle, right? Another life cycle, and it's, every time you think about it, you are just turning and turning, running and running and running on that little mouse wheel, right? And I think you've been doing this for a while, because I think this has all been in the plan, all been in the works for a little while. Yeah, definitely. The King of Cups tells me that you are very indecisive when it comes to this. When it comes to the whole idea of moving out of your place, you are very, very indecisive. And that is difficult, right? That makes things difficult, because it's going to be, it's going to be tough to figure out where you want to go when you don't know exactly, when you can't make a decision about it, right? You're just stabbing in the dark. When am I going to go? Where am I going? What am I going to do? Right? I think it's just time. You have to walk away from the decision-making process and decide. Make one decision and stick to it, right? It's taken a long time to get this far, and it's going to take a little longer if you don't make a decision. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is all about achievement. It's all about achievement. This is the card that tells you you will be very successful in what you are trying to do. So, will you be moving out? Yes, you will be moving out. When will you be moving out? It's not going to be for a little while. It's probably going to be a couple months. And it's going to be even longer if you don't make a decision. You have to make a good decision here. You can't be indecisive no more. Yeah, everything. That's true. Yeah. It's not because you want a specific place, but you really do want a specific place, don't you? Yes, I think so. I think you're being very specific, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Get what you want, right? You have to pay for it. You might as well pay for what you want. But I would be willing to say it is going to take a few months, number one. And number two, it's going to take even longer if you don't make that decision. All right, that's what I see for you, Chanel Almond. Jesse Angel, why are certain family members being shady towards me? I don't think I've done anything for them to act like that towards me, but they do. They're just doing it. Oh, shady family members. Boy. Everybody's got one, right? Everybody's got a shady family member. All right, let's see what we get here for you. Why are some family members being shady towards you? Well, they feel hurt. Somebody's feeling hurt for some reason. Why in the world would they feel hurt by you? What is making them feel hurt by you? Have you been planning on leaving them or going somewhere away from them, moving away, and not being close to them anymore like you used to be? I see a lot of that movement and stuff here with the Knight of Wands. I see like you're very impatient. You want to get moving, you want to get out of there, you want to go and do stuff. I think maybe your self-confidence is not exactly where it should be. And maybe that's part of the problem, right? That could be part of the problem, because here you have the world, and of course the world is completion. You achieve what you want to achieve, you find your place in life, and I don't know why anybody would be upset with that. I think you are a dependable person who has very realistic goals. The only thing I can think of is that you are planning on going somewhere or moving or something to that effect that is really bothering them. It's hurt their feelings or hurt somebody's feelings, and you feel like you should be moving forward, right? You should be moving on. I'm not sure. I don't see anything that tells me anything specific about why they are hurt. Right? Sure, truly, very, very clearly here, they are hurt. Their feelings are hurt. They feel like there's some big challenge going on, and I don't know why. Are you? Here it is telling me you're starting something new. You're starting some new purpose, but I just don't see. I don't see anything else. I see maybe, are they insecure? Have you made them feel left out of your life lately? That's the last one. That's the other option, I would say. That's the one that comes to mind the most after that would be, have you made them feel shut out of your life? Do you make them feel like they're not part of your life right now, right? Like left out of your life. Could that be? Because I think that's the only thing I can really see. Is that maybe you shut them out and they are hurt by that, and of course then they lash out at you because they're hurt, their feelings are hurt. Yeah. Other than that, Jesse Angel, I don't know. I really don't know. I did not get I didn't see anything terrible. I didn't see anything really bad. You know, nothing on there that looked terrible. Maybe they just feel like you are not including them in things. And you used to include them in everything, I think, maybe. And that's the way things went. And I think now you're not including them in anything. And they feel like, okay, well, she's hiding something. So we have to be a little sketchy too. I don't know. Maybe does that make sense at all? At all? I don't know. I'm not sure either. It's a hard one. That's a hard one to read because it didn't really give me a really good, nothing there gave me a good read on what it was that was causing that hurt. You know, hurt. Okay, the first card was all about hurt, right? And then the rest of it was just about general stuff. Nothing good, no good things. Yeah, Jesse Angel, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it wasn't really helpful because, you know, I appreciate you saying thanks for the help, but I don't think it was all that helpful. Not this time. Sometimes, I mean, most of the time I'm usually really helpful, but this was not one of them for you, unfortunately. All right, Selena, what does the rest of the month look like for you? Well, we're halfway through tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's halfway. Yeah. I'll have to remember that when I do tomorrow's daily tarot tip, that we're halfway through the month. The Knight of Swords says for the rest of this month, it's going to go by extremely quickly. Make sure you plan everything out. Make sure you have good plans for the rest of the month because while things are going very quick, if you don't have plans when they go fast, then things get ruined and things get destroyed. You have to have plans for things to be okay, right? So I think there's going to be I think you're going to have choices. I think you're going to have a lot of choices to choose. There are a lot of things to choose from, but you're going to only make one choice. You know, what's it going to be? What's going to work best for you? Some of it's a mystery, right? You don't know. So I think I think for the rest of the month, I think you will meet with your friends at some point and have a good time with them somewhere. You know, based on where you are, maybe restrictions are letting up a little bit so that you can go out and spend time with friends. I think, I think things in your life right now, maybe, you know, maybe getting up to be a bit more traditional. Maybe you're starting to lead a more traditional religious lifestyle. If that makes any sense. But I think, you know, I also think for the rest of this month, there is going to be some anxiety. And something's going to go on that is going to, it's going to make you nervous, maybe nervous, maybe a little upset, maybe enough to keep you, to make it so you don't sleep well, or maybe just to the point where you really do feel anxious. I don't see anything here in the past, in the other cards, telling me what's causing this anxiety. Maybe things are getting too serious somewhere with something, with your relationship. Maybe this decision, maybe the things you have to choose from, maybe you have just too many choices and none of them are really good for you. Maybe these are all things. But yeah, these could all be reasons that you are feeling anxious. Maybe you just don't, maybe you're rushing into the rest of the month and don't have a plan. That would do it, right? So, yeah, those are the things I see for you, Selena. That's what I see for the rest of the month. We're almost halfway through, so. There you go. This anxiety is being caused by your environment. You just need a change. You started meditation for it, though, because you've already felt that way. All right. Well, that makes sense to me then. The 10 of, or the 9 of swords being right there at the end. Something, that's kind of the end of the reading, kind of the newest thing that's happening, and that's that anxiety. And you've already started taking care of it, so that's good. That is a good thing. Anxiety is difficult. It's difficult to get through. It's difficult to get around. It's difficult to deal with. Christina, what's going on? A good friend, or a friend of Ivan's, told you he is depressed and won't talk to anyone about it. So my question is, what is causing his depression, and will he tell me the truth if I ask him? Interesting. Why is Ivan depressed? Ooh, not what I was ever expecting, I must say. My goodness, it's like a herd of elephants out there running around my living room. There must be 20 of them. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing. As soon as I go out of here, as soon as I come out of here, that'll be it. It'll be over. It'll stop, and that'll be it for the night. It's so bizarre right now. All right. Well, I got the anxiety part of it, right? We just got the anxiety. We just did this with Selena, right? Just was talking about that with her, and I have it again. So I would be willing to say that, yeah, his confidence has taken a big hit lately. Something's going on. Something happened. His confidence has really taken a big hit. The things he's been working on, just, that he thinks are growing, are not really going as well as he expects. It's more of, people around him are being extremely competitive, and they are trying to take things from him, not physical things, but like take his job or take his position. If he has a good position at the job he's at, then they want that position, and they're trying their best to kind of get it from him. He's trying to be very charming. He's trying to use his charm to move, to fix this, but it's not working. It's definitely not working. I just don't think I don't think things are going well with his work here. You know, of course, I do see the anxiety angle of it again, and the whole depression part. It's, you know, anxiety and depression go together very, very well. Trust me, they go together very, very well. It's hard to have one without the other coming in. I'll tell you that. If you have high anxiety, usually you get depressed. If you're depressed, really seriously depressed, you probably have anxiety too. So one goes with the other. So I really think this has to do with his work that's causing it. It's a lot of work stuff here, right? His work confidence, his initiative, his mastery of his job feels threatened. Things are not moving forward the way he wants it to. People are fighting for his job, basically. And no matter how nice he is, and no matter how much he tries to put his best foot forward, yeah, that was a stretch, I know. But yeah, the best he does, it's still not good enough, and that is causing him the problems. That's what I think, Christina. Will he tell you if you ask him? I believe he will. I believe he'll tell you, just you. Because I think that having that Knight of Cups in there, the, you know, Prince Charming card is, I think he would tell you what is going on. All right. Xena, how are you? Ms. Maldonado, I saw you today at MPT show this afternoon. It was very nice to have you there. Again, I appreciate all of you who go over to her show from my show in the mornings. And anybody who's ever here from her shows, I appreciate that as well. We enjoy having people cross over from one show to the other. And it really works very well for us. Because we have a lot of the same community, right? We have a lot of the same ideas and ideals, I believe. I think so. You can ask her. Maybe she'll tell you something different, but I don't think so. I think we think about this stuff the same. We look at a lot of it the same. We advise each other on the things we know. That's important, right? Have someone you can get advice from back and forth. So, yeah, it's always good to have, you know, groups of people move from one to the other, back and forth. All right. So, real quick reminder before I forget, and I almost did forget until I just thought of it. Tomorrow morning at 11:30, the 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time show will not be on tomorrow. I will not be home for it, and so I will not have an 11:30 a.m. show tomorrow. The 6 o'clock show, this show right now that we're doing, I will be back home in time for. So, all right. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. There will be no 11:30 show, so don't bother. Don't bother showing up for a show that's not there. So, Xena, does Steven think of you? You know, I did a daily tarot tip this morning, and part of my daily tarot tip was telling people, I think it was today, right? Telling people that today was a good day to get rid of, to kind of purge old bad memories. And I think that's what Steven is doing. I think he's getting rid of very old baggage. Right? Again, another stretch of the card, but, you know, very old, right? and baggage, very old baggage. I think he's getting rid of that. I think he's getting rid of all of the things in his past so that he can move forward with you. I think he does want to move forward with you. I think he does think of you. I think he is very happy when he thinks about you. I think if you speak to each other, I think he's very happy after you've spoken to each other. I think you're very hopeful for this, right? This is what you've been hoping for a while. I think you have felt, I think you have had conversations with him and you've felt very comfortable talking to him. And I think that's a really good thing. If you're comfortable talking and stuff, that makes a big difference. So that's what I would say is going on with Stephen. Does he think of you? Absolutely. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? So that's what I see. All right. That's what I got for you, Zena. Nav, what's going on, Nav? It's nice to have you here. What's coming in love for this week? Nav, did you change your picture? Did you change your picture? I don't know, for some reason it looks different. Ooh, the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. That's a combination I get a lot. I tell you, I get that combination a lot. Hello, CM. How are you? I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you. So what's coming this week? I think the beginning of this week. Well, today's the beginning, right? I think maybe tomorrow there's something's going to change. Something is going to have a pretty good, there's going to be a pretty big change to it over the next day or maybe two. I think it all is going to have to do with feeling stable, right? I think you want to feel stable and maybe you haven't in the recent past. And now things are going to change and you're going to feel more stable. You're going to feel that there's more structure in your life. There's more activity that you're able to do. And that's going to be good for you in love this week because then you've got all the passion here. The King and the Knight of Wands is all about energy and excitement and friendliness, passion, charisma, creativity, being adventurous. This is a combination of the two, right? All those things I said are a combination of the two of them. In no special order. I didn't, I was just reading, thinking them off and, reading them off the top of my head kind of deal with one or the other. It didn't make any difference. These are all the things that come to mind when I think of those two cards. So I think the end of the week is going to be good for all of that going on. I think the beginning here, part of the week, is going to be the part where you get things going in the right direction. And at the end of the week, things start getting heated up. Right? It looks like fire here. Actually, it's his crown, but it's a very flame-looking crown. And here she's got, fire coming out of her bongo. or conga drum. And she's got fire coming out of the wands, even though it looks like it's her finger. Yeah. So there's lots of fire, and fire is passion. Things are getting fiery. Plus you got Leo the lion. Leo is a fire sign. So those are all good, red hot things. So that's what I see for you, Nav. I think it's going to be an all right week. I think it's going to be pretty okay. All right. Yvonne, what's going on? My friend Yvonne, she's got it going on. Yes, she does. I tell you. Oh, Christine, yeah, I see what you're telling me. He has competition at work and money issues. Yeah, I definitely think that this is a work issue for sure. So that's what it really looked like to me with that reading for Ivan. All right. So Yvonne, what's going on? Health issues. A reading about regarding your health at the moment. All right, let's see what's going on with your health at the moment. All right, so, well, we've got the King of Wands again. I tell you, I get him a lot. Doesn't matter what deck I use. I believe that things are going on with your health right now that are very unexpected. Very unexpected, and that's making you very, very emotional. Right? You're looking for healing. You want to heal, and you're just getting very emotional because of the health issues that just keep coming up. More things keep coming up, and the more things that come up, the more unexpected they are. The Knight of Swords says this is happening so fast, right? It's happening really fast. It's going real quick. You're not sure. You know, every time you turn around, something new is coming up. Some new doctor is telling you something new about another issue. I think things need to change, right? Something needs to end. Something needs to get fixed. And then you can move forward. You have to know what to fix, right? You have to know what to fix first so that you can move forward and then start fixing the next thing. What's the worst thing going on? That's what you have to fix first. I think you just feel so conflicted as to what to do. You're just not sure. It's just hard to decide, right? It's hard to decide what's the worst thing that's happening because everything seems like it's the worst thing. They all feel bad. So, I'm not sure, Yvonne, but that's what I see for your health. Like I said, I think things are very unexpected right now, and they're coming pretty quickly. More and more doctors are calling and telling you things. You just want to stop feeling so emotional about it and get some healing. You want to start healing. You want to start feeling better instead of all this. This is just not the way to live, right? It's not a good way to live. Let's put it that way. That's definitely what I think for you, Yvonne. Shivani. Shivani, what is going on? What are P's current feelings for me? So what is P feeling for you? Hello, Miss Girl. How are you? If you're new, please, if you guys are new, please do me a favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, get those notifications so you can see that I'm here twice a day, every day, and that I send out those daily tarot tips so that you can see them every morning. Well, morning my time zone at least. But yeah, I do send them out every single day. So if you're new, I would really appreciate the subscription and the notifications. We are like only, well, when I started the show, or earlier, I guess it was, I was only 2 away from 300 subscribers. So we're getting close to that 300 subscriber mark. So what are P's current feelings for you, Shivani? I feel like P, there he is again, the Knight of Wands. There's Knight of Wands, King of Wands. I get them so much anymore. The Knight of Wands is telling me that P is feeling very excited. P feels like he wants to move towards you. He wants to come toward you. He wants to, be in your life, I guess is the way to put it, right? That's the best way I can think of. I think he has a lot of patience, so it may take a little longer than you expect it to, but I really think that he's looking at things he can control. All right, he's looking out at his future and he's trying to figure out, okay, what in my future can I control and how do I move forward with that? I think he has a goal, right? I think P has a goal. And I think people are helping him. This is him here at the top. I think other people are helping him to reach that goal because he's almost there. I think the goal really is to spend or to have some kind of communication or time with you, Shivani. I think you just have to keep the strength, right? Keep that inner strength. Be courageous. Be confident in yourself. And I do think that he will be heading in your direction soon. And I think he is feeling like that's what he wants to do. He wants to come, he wants to move toward you. He wants to move closer, not move his residence, but just he wants to see you. Watching paint dry. Hello. Again, if you're new, and I think you are, please hit like and subscribe and get the notifications. I know it's not there. It's not where I'm pointing, but that's where it would be, somewhere over there. Hit that notification bell. Get those notifications that tell you that I'm here every single day, twice a day, 11:30 a.m., 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Except tomorrow. Tomorrow there's no 11:30 a.m. show. But every other day I'm here. Twice a day. So. Plus you'll get your daily tarot tip. Don't forget your daily tarot tip. Because that is important. And it's a lot of fun. People seem to be enjoying that. Which is great. So. Alright, so you'd like to know what's coming up that you need to know that you don't know. Well, if you don't know it, you don't need to know it. Somebody used to tell me that all the time. If you don't know, you don't need to know. Great advice, right? Isn't that great advice? If you don't know, you don't need to know. Hey, Tarot Goddess. Good to have you here. Dustin Henderson, welcome. Yamini? way? 6:40 almost? Yeah. That's good. That is good. Excellent, you. I appreciate you liking and subscribing, watching paint dry. Yamini, it's good to see you. Like I said, oh, Mr. Universe is here. Well, don't I feel puny now? All right. What do you need to know that you don't know? What is the message for you that you need to know? You need to know that you don't know. This is what you don't know. I know, it's very strange to say that, right? You don't know that things are getting very serious in your job. I think you're working right now, watching paint dry. I think you're working. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to change that. Yeah, I think you are working right now. And it's 3:40. Oh, so you're in you're in the West Coast. Gee, I hope you're not in the fires. Yeah, so I think you are working right now. I hope you're not. Like I said, yeah, a job. A job? Yes, a job. I think a job. Are you working? You don't have a job. Okay. Then that makes things even better. This is not a job reading. I was really going with job too, because it looked like a lot of job stuff going on. But if you don't have one, that's okay. Yeah, Kim Bobulated, you are able to ask a question. Go right ahead. Things are getting serious in something then. If you don't have a job, maybe you're in a relationship that's getting serious. Something in your life is getting serious. Maybe it's just life itself that's getting serious and you need to catch up with it. These are things you don't know, remember? That's what you wanted to know. You wanted to know what don't you know that you should know. So maybe you don't know that you're going to have a job and it's going to be very serious. That's interesting, right? I got to tell you, I think there's a conflict around whatever it is, whatever's getting serious right now in your life. I think there's a bit of a conflict around it, or you are conflicted about it, right? It's kind of playing games in your head right now. And I think you feel like, you've had enough. You've had enough. You don't need any more of whatever it is that's going on. You've had enough. I think this is all part of a plan, something that you had started a while ago, started thinking about, and maybe you have just started doing it, or maybe it's a hobby, maybe it's a plan, maybe it's maybe it's something like that. I got to go with something like that. I'm still thinking, something that you're doing. You're actually doing something in your life right now, and it's, like I said, it's getting very serious, and you feel like you've had enough. You've had enough of it. So you're looking to move forward. You're searching for something. You're searching for things that are going to help you move forward. You want something to help you move forward. And if you look out there, you can see those ships are out there and they'll help you move forward, right? So I think something that you planned on a while back, is finally starting to grow, right? You planted a seed a long time ago, and that seed was a project that you wanted to do, or like I said, or a plan that you had, or something. You thought about it, you came up with it, and you decided, oh, this would be good to do at some point when I have time. And now it's getting more serious. Serious to the point of like, oh wait, it's got to slow down because I've had so much, I've had enough of it. You're conflicted in your head. You feel that conflict, right? You feel the argument in between in your head. I think you're looking towards something new because this plan, this idea, whatever it was that you had, is growing, and it's growing a lot, and now you may need some help with it. I know. You put the question mark up there, and I saw that, but I truly believe, this conflict is within yourself. It's an internal conflict. Definitely. Sometimes it's external, but for this reading specifically, I think it's internal. All right. I know. You got to remember, these are things you don't know. So you can't tell me I'm wrong if you don't know. That's the great thing of that one, right? That's the great thing of that question. You can't say, no, that's not right, because you don't know. These are the things you don't know that you ought to know. Oh, thank you very much for letting me read for you, watching paint dry, and I do appreciate your subscription. All right. Tarot Goddess, can you have a general reading? Sure you can. Don't forget, if you guys want to guarantee a reading or have yourself moved up in the list, the only way to do that is to donate. Donation information is across the bottom of the screen. It's also in the show description. And if your phone scans barcodes, you can scan for PayPal up there or Square down there at the bottom. So, Christina, I did it. 300 subscribers. Is that what we got? Are we at 300 or over 300? There's a lot of new people in here. That's awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you all for your subscriptions. I appreciate you being here, and welcome. And thanks for being part. For everybody who's been here all along, and for everybody who's new, thank you all for being part of the Knight Reader Tarot family. All right, so what do we got for you, Tarot Goddess, in the general reading? I would be willing to say, things are happy. Things look happy on the outside, right? They're happy on the outside, nice on the outside, but on the inside, you feel like you're really stuck. You feel stuck in one place and you can't move. You just can't move, and things are going so slow with the Knight of Pentacles, right? But on the outside, everybody sees this happiness. They all see the happiness, and they're all supporting that happiness because that's what they're seeing. That's the impression they're getting. Even though on the inside, things are not that way. Things aren't exactly that way. And that makes you sad. That does make you sad. It makes you feel like things are not stable for you anymore. You don't feel as stable as you used to. You just have that, right? You have that bad feeling of not being as structured and things not being as secure as they used to be. So I think you're really looking toward your future here to see, what can I do to get this back? What can I do to get back to the happiness that I'm showing people? How can I get that happiness inside? I think that's something that you're going to have to keep on. That's something you're searching for. And I think if you keep searching, you will find it. Use your intuition. Use your intuition. All right? That's what I see for you, Tarot Goddess. Thank you so much for being here. Miss Girl, what is my next boyfriend going to be like? He's going to be a boy. He's going to start off as friends. I'm getting good at this, aren't I? I don't even need cards. All right, Miss Girl. What will your next boyfriend be like? So watching paint dry, I was serious. I hope you are not in any of those fire zones out there on the West Coast. I have friends up in Oregon that have been evacuated, and I know how difficult that is for them. And well, I wouldn't want anybody else to have to go through it that I know, or that has, that I see. So I hope you're okay. I hope you're not in one of those areas, because that's not good. That would be sad, and I'm sorry. So, Miss Girl, your next boyfriend is going to be in total control. How does that work for you? Not so good. That does not work good for you, because you do not want to give up total control. You want to work together as a team. You have plans and you have ideas, and you want to work as a team. And if this person will not give up control, your next boyfriend isn't going to be here very long, because you are going to walk away and not look back at all, right? You're not going to be able to come back, because the cups are all piled up. You will not even bother looking back, if that's the case. If this is not the case, then your new boyfriend is going to be, you have two options, right? We got two options. You got option A, boyfriend, controlling boyfriend. Ugh. Or you got option B, very kind, very generous, very giving, and very thankful for everything he has, including you. Sounds better, doesn't it? I'm going with B. Either way you go, I think you're going to have to be flexible with this person, whoever this one is, right? Whichever one you end up with. One of these is what you're going to end up with. It's all going to be up to you. You're going to go on a first date with someone, and they're going to turn out to be one of these. And if they turn out to be the one you don't like, well, then you walk away and get out. If they turn out to be the one you do like, well, then you don't have to go on more first dates. Then you're good. But you're going to have to be a little flexible. You're going to have to do, you're going to have to balance things out a little bit. I think you're going to want them to be a priority in your life, and I think you're going to expect to be a priority in theirs. And that's what I see about your next boyfriend, Miss Girl. All right. So thank you very, very much for being here. And again, thank you if you are a new subscriber. Dustin Henderson, what's going on? Will the RBI job exam be held before March of next year? So within the next 6 months, right? Because that's only 6 months away, March. What does RBI stand for? Or is it something else? Is it like RB1? I used to work for a bank, Dustin. And we used to have a position. I was a bank manager. Hold on. I dropped a card. Hold on. And we used to have a position called an RB1, but it always looked like on the paper when they wrote it out that it was RBI. And it stood for Relationship Banker Level 1. That was the first step in being in banking with that bank. So, but there was no exam, so I don't think it's the same thing. I don't think it's the same. But we'll see. And we've only got about 5 minutes left. So if you want to guarantee that reading, if you want to guarantee a reading tonight, then, like I said, donations are the way to go. That is the only way to guarantee a reading. I do choose them randomly, so you never know. But I'll probably only get one more reading after this if I don't have any donations. I'll only have time for one more. All right. So I think you feel like you've been left out in the cold in this whole thing, and nobody's telling you when this job exam will be. Okay. I do think you are a bit afraid that you have either missed it or are going to miss it because you don't know when it is. But big changes are coming. Some type of big change is coming. And I think you will feel the result of that. I think the result of that will be that you move forward and are told exactly when this exam is, and it will be before March of next year. And I think you will get the information that you're looking for, because right now I don't think people are actually telling you a whole lot about it. But I do think so. I think you will be able to move forward and find out that information. I think you'll find out that it is before March of 2021. This has been a bit of a burden on you, though, right? You feel like you have a heavy weight on your shoulders. And I don't think that's really, that's not what you want. It's not what you want. Nobody wants that, right? Nobody wants to have a heavy weight on their shoulders. But I think that's what's going on. I think there's some issues going on at your job right now that make it so people are kind of trying to hold you back, or they're trying to get to this exam before you, or take the job away from you, right? Like a work competition kind of thing, right? Like there's a whole lot of competition out there for this job. And I don't really think that's going to help you any. Again, I think that's really causing you some stress and some burdens there. So definitely something to think about. All right. I would definitely think that that's not going to be good for you. That's not going to help any. It's definitely not going to help any. All right. So that's what I get for you. All right, Dustin. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. I got time for one more reading. One more reading, unless I have a donation. Let me just double check. See if any donations came in. And they did not. So, Combobulated, you're getting it. You got it. I am in an I can't read now. I am in an unfulfilling job, and I've been looking for a new one for quite a while. When will I finally be successful in my search? You work in legal finance. Welcome to my world. Also, my name is Kim, and I am an Aquarius. Do we know each other? I worked in legal. I worked in finance. All right, so this is my last reading, unless there are donations that come in during this. I will stick around for donations because, like I said, I do guarantee readings if you donate. But otherwise, this is my last reading. I will not be here tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m., so there will be no show at 11:30. Keep that in mind. But tomorrow night's 6 o'clock show will still be on. All right, I see where you are working very, very hard to get what you want and to, just in the job you're working at now. And I think it's heartbreaking to you. You feel like things are not going your way, that's for sure. You can definitely see that. I can see that as, very, very clear that things are not going your way. And, you're not happy about that. Oh, that's too shiny, isn't it? Sorry. Of course that's not making you happy, I know. For some reason I got a big shadow over here. Oh well. Anyhow. Yeah, that's not making you happy. It's making you feel hurt. And that's why you want to move on. See, you've been giving this a lot of thought. You told me you've been looking for a new job for quite a while. So, the Hermit says you've been spending time alone. And during that alone time, I think you've been giving it a lot of thought. Right now, I think you're very excited and very impatient and ready to leave. You are ready to leave. And that would be fair, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be fair? Fair with justice. Things are not balanced right now for you, and you want to get them back into balance. So, when will you finally be successful in your search? I think you're going to be successful in your search probably by the end of the year. Like I said, this Knight of Wands here is very excited and very ready to go. He is not the fastest moving knight. That would be the Knight of Swords. But he is the second fastest. So the Knight of Swords, I would have probably told you by the end of October. Knight of Wands, I'm going to tell you probably by the end of the year. But I do think you are going to get what you deserve. Right? I think you'll get exactly what you deserve, and I think you deserve fairness. You deserve to be treated fairly. And that's all you're asking for. That's all you're asking for, is to be treated fairly, because you work hard. You are a hard worker. You're dedicated. You are determined. You push yourself to perfection. Those are all the things I see about you, Miss Combobulated. All right. You always get the Justice card. I get the Justice card every single night I've done this show, and it's been over 6 months now that I've been doing this show every single day. I either get Justice or Temperance or both. Tonight, both of them have shown up. But lately, it's been the Knight and the King of Wands coming up every night, too. It's very weird. So, that's what I see for you, Combobulated. All right? So, that was my last reading. I do not see any other donations coming in. Hello, Christian Dior. Just in time for the end of the show, right? I'm glad you were here at least. Thanks for stopping by. You always get the Justice card. Do you know why that is? Of course, because you work in a legal firm. Wouldn't that make sense? Would that not make sense? It does. It makes a lot of sense to me. You're very welcome. I'm glad you're all here. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. If you did not get a reading tonight and you want, of course, you come back tomorrow night. You come back tomorrow night and you ask a question again. I'm here every single day, twice a day, 2 times a day. Where is that thing? There it is. 2 times a day, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern. It's just tomorrow that I will not be here at 11:30 a.m. After that, I'll be back. But 6 o'clock, I'll be here tomorrow night. and then we will go on from there. Wednesday night is the Lenormand edition at the 6 o'clock show. Very different. If you are going to show up for Lenormand night, you want to really have some very specific questions, because that's Lenormand goes very well with that. And then Friday, we are going to do a new type, a different freebie Friday this week. We did a different one last week. This week's freebie Friday will be on Facebook only, and it will be for only free readings on there for people who were Facebook followers of the Knight Reader Tarot who come over to YouTube. So if they were a follower on Facebook, and if they'll come over to YouTube and subscribe for me, then they can get a free reading on Friday with Freebie Friday, as well as the 2 shows. So technically they could get 3 readings. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be a wonderful time? All right, so we got all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah, keep trying. You'll get there. You're going to get there by the end of the year. I'm telling you, it'll be by the end of the year. So yeah, so we have a lot of things that go on in this with this show. Like I said, every single day I send out daily tarot tips for you, and you can take a look at those. You'll get them. You'll get a notification if you clicked on notifications, you'll get one, and you'll see that your daily tarot tip has come. All right. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Have a good night. Bye now.